Hey everyone, so I've been in there, sat at that computer, designing our timber frame barn for about a week now. Just going through all the different versions of how to do it, how big to do it, which way to orientate it. I've created a complete timber frame model about 5 times over. I think I'm finally happy with it, but it's doing my head in just sitting at the computer. I need to go and do something physical, something real, and so I'm going to go and make a door for the greenhouse. Something I've been meaning to do for a while, and it gets me out of the computer. So yeah, let's get in the workshop, make a door for the greenhouse. Yeah, puss. Let's see, Pussycat. There you go. Yeah. Should we go make a door? So I got this timber, milled this ages ago. It's been sat under the porch, should be pretty dry. Milled it sort of summertime, I think. Was it last summer? To be honest, I don't know. I did a video on it, it's just a milling video. But yeah, I should have enough here to try and make something out of what we got. Yeah. Right, just figuring out what I'm going to do here. So I've got this bit of old glass, which has been in a hedge for about 5 years. It's actually a piece of toughened glass though, so that's good for a door. So let's just get it roughly cleaned off, get the leaves off it, and I'll decide if it's going to be suitable. Right, I've got a plan. So the trouble is, there's going to be a bit of glass that I want to use because I've got it. I want to buy something. It's a bit too small to get the door the size I want it, so I'm going to make the door to the piece of glass and I'm going to build in the frame a little bit, which is quite good because it's better to not mount directly to the structure anyway, rather mount it to a little frame inside. But it also means I'm going to have to put some, I can't put the glass in the door itself. I'm going to have to put some trims on the inside and then put the glass in, which is also a way of doing it. That's fine. Right, let's get to work. Right, that's my basic layout with timbers. So I glue these together to make a decent top and bottom. Middle one, I've got a nice thick one already. And then windows sit internally in there with some trims on the sides. We have through tenons, and then for this gap here, I'll fill it in with some wood panels probably. Yeah, we got a plan anyway. Right, got my tenons done, and I've just got one side mortised. I need cleaning up the chisel and stuff, sorting out a bit. But I'm going to call it a day because it's pretty late. Well, not late, but it's dark out. Time for dinner. Get on tomorrow. Should be a 2-day project, something like that. Right, it is a new day. Just need to done the other side, the other stanchion, I think they call them indoors. I never know the terminology for these things. But just need to clean up with the chisel. Just need to go along and get to me line, because I don't have the tool to. Sorry, I'm trying to do this bit cat-handed because the camera's in the way. Yeah, I don't have the tool to go all the way through, and these are through tenons that come all the way out the other side. So I have to do them from both sides, which means you don't want to go too tight, because you're never going to get it to come out the other side in exactly the right place. So I have to do a bit of work with the chisel, but not a lot. Right, joints are all squeezed up. Just get these wedges in. Got to work quite quick because this wood is quite dry. Right, it's the next day and the glue's all dried. So we get the clamps off, have a clean up and a tidy up and a sand in. And then I'm going to mount this bit of glass and figure out something to fill in here. Not 100% sure just yet. What? I did have a plan with a bit of plastic sheet, but it had gone brittle. Didn't come out too bad, did they? Nice tight joints. No gaps there. Yeah, I'm pleased with them. I'm getting better at them. I could do with being a little bit better on my wedging. A little bit more even. Yeah, pretty good. Right, that's the front done. Flip it over and fit this panel in. I say I wouldn't have normally done this like this. I would have normally built the glass into the frame, but didn't have wood thick enough or a bit of glass big enough, so I had to do it like that. Wanted to make it for basically nothing, you know, for free. So that was the goal. Heavy. Right, I just cut these little slats, rest them in there. This is the back. It's quite wide to make a panel, and I didn't want to put in another piece and glue all panels up just for a greenhouse door. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing these vertical pieces and then a little piece over the top, and that'll allow everything to move, because obviously it's a greenhouse, it does actually need to be able to move quite a bit. There's a few gaps here, so it'll allow it to expand and contract a little bit. Right, let's get this glass in. So, still needs cleaning. Well, I'm not going to do it yet, it's going to get dusty. Okay. Right, so the rest of the greenhouse obviously had quite a long time to settle down and age. To make this match it a bit, I'm going to put a bit of darkening on it, bring out the grain a little bit as well. Oh, look what's here, look. YouTube. the item that built this workshop, essentially, as far as money's concerned. Yeah, still in action. Should have been blown off by the air gun. Right, that's the door done. Came out well. Joinery's lovely. Really good. Happy with it. It's better than that front door in the house. And I've got better skills than when I made that. Just need to clean the window, and then we need to figure out how to mount it, because I was restricted by glass size and the timber size I had. It's not actually the right size for the opening, so I need to build the opening in a little bit. So that's the next job, while that dries a bit. Right, it's a bit problematic because this frame has it's moved a lot. It was quite level, and now it's barely in the lines. I'm not quite sure why it's moved so much, but it's definitely moved. I mean, it was wet and it's probably now dry. There's probably a lot to do with it. Yeah, it's moved in all directions. Never mind, but we'll fit the door in, we'll get it leveled up. So I can see what's happened. The post is twisted around, and so it's sticking out down here by about 10 or 20 mil, where as it's dried it's curved round. So just playing it off, get it levelled up, and it should sit right then without me having to pack the door frame out. If you're wondering why I've put one big hinge in the middle, when the middle is where the least force is, it's because I've got one odd big hinge knocking about. That's the only reason. I've just used things that I've got laying around. So you can see how far it's out. I've had to pack it over this way, and it's tight there now. But you see how it's pretty level at the top. What we got, 60 there, 58 there, so it's pretty loose at the top, so the top hasn't moved. Something's happened there. I think it's that twisting, but it's causing me problems. Don't know what I'm going to do about it just yet. Right, I'm getting somewhere. It's a bit more of a faff than I hoped. Yeah, it weren't straight. I've straightened up a bit. I think it's within an area I'm happy with for a greenhouse. Like, if it was a house, I wouldn't be happy with it because it's still about 10 mil out, but it is just a greenhouse. And I'm a bit worried that it's still going to move again, so that's the other thing I've got to be careful of not spending too much time on. I just made a little handle, just a scrap bit of wood cut off. Feels about right about there. There we go. Starting to get muddy and rained on out here now. Just found that in my box of locks, latches. That's perfect. Yeah, that'll be alright, won't it? Close. got a door jamb at the top now. Alright, almost done with this. I think it's come out quite well, considering it was free. I'm not going to go too over the top with cleaning it, because it is just a greenhouse. Hey puss. Hey puss. Come on. Hey big girl. Big tiger. I'm pretty pleased with that for nothing. Nothing of zero cost. There's all bits I had laying about. It'll probably cost at some point, but you know, I didn't buy anything for it. It's just bits I had laying around, found in skips, a bit of wood, bit of glass. So that's good. Still gonna have to fill in a bit, but it's gonna be an ongoing project finishing this greenhouse. Just little bits here and there, get it done eventually. Anyway, I thought I'd take you up to see the sheep, because we've moved them onto the reseeded field, and show you a bit of an update on the reseed. It's going really well. It looks much better than it did. So I'll take you up there quickly. It's a nice day. Have a look at the sheep. Right, let's go out of my nice greenhouse door. Close it. There we go. Try and do it one-handed. There, puss. Do you want to go see the sheep? Should you go see the sheep? Come on then. So as you can see, the reseeded field is looking pretty good. I've got nothing to complain about with that. It's a bit wet in there, but the sheep are loving it. The astute amongst you probably noticed that there's a few more in there. So we've got our neighbour's sheep, a few of the neighbours in there, and the ram as well. There's the big ram just, where is he? Just there. So yeah, we'll have lambs in the spring hopefully. So the reseed's looking excellent. See, we've got all this lovely clover. Nice long grass. And this is in November. Yeah, looking very good. Yeah, they're good happy sheep on this lovely long luscious grass. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Hardly any weed in there at all. Lots of clover, lots of nice grass. So yeah, came out well. Right, so that's going to conclude this video. Good little job done. We needed a door. Like I say, I'll do these other little windows and things as and when I've got time and materials. That got me out of the house for a bit, got me off the computer. Feel better. I'm going to go back and carry on the design for the barn. It's like 90% done, the design, and once I'm happy with it, finished it, I shall do a video on what it's going to look like. It's going to be a seriously big project, and I'm going to be starting milling all the materials and making the bases and things over the winter. So the barn project's actually going to start very soon. Foundation, planning, figuring out all the materials and stuff. It's going to start soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.